There it goes. Sorry, guys. Stream was acting screwy. There it goes. Sorry, guys. Stream was acting screwy. Alright, we're good now. Somehow I created two streams and it opened up one that nobody was in. A couple guys just happened to see it and join it. Alright, we're good now. That was weird. Actually, I think I linked the wrong one in Discord, maybe? No, maybe not. Oh well. We're here now. That was a little weird. Yeah, sorry guys. For some reason my stream got duplicated. I don't know what happened. I had to kill the other one and relink back to this one. Kind of weird. Whatever. We're good now. So, funny thing happened today. My dad called me. He actually called me like late last night and I didn't answer it. He called me earlier today and just to let me know that he got a burr rune off of Shank last night. So now my dad's stealing the mojo. But I'm debating what play. We're going to start off with the Sork. I might switch to the Zon for a little bit because I need a shield base. I might have a little better chance in cows. But we're going to run a little bit of CS first to see. I did get a helmet. So I got the helmet for the Dream now. So I got that. And I did find a Lightning Skiller, another one. And I found a superior mage plate now that I don't need one. It's 9 ED. It's not a bad one, but I'll probably hold on to it because you never know. Didn't mean to pick that up. Poker, not really. I run pub games when I'm leveling, but not streaming. I like for my pally. What's up, Bob? I ran some pub cows just for leveling, and I actually got a burr rune the night before, just in a random pub cow game. But just as a general practice, I do not run pub games in general. I just don't. The whole idea is just experience what just solo running looks like. So I don't try and up drop chances and that sort of thing with multiple people in game. I feel like most people play solo, so that's just kind of how it works out. 20 FCR, 30. That's actually a pretty decent one, Aston. And that's another thing I'm looking at. I looked at a couple of different builds for the Pally, and I was looking at the Tesla Den, and then there's actually beyond that there's Arden. But they both are set up off of the dual dream setup, which is what I plan on making with the helmet and the shield if I find it. But then Arden, you go with dragon armor, and I think I forget what the weapon is, but that gives you level 30 holy fire aura as well. So there's a couple of options. I can start with the Tesla, then basically just an amped up Zealer, kind of go from there. So we'll see how it works out. But I'm gonna run. I need a shield base, so I'm gonna run a little bit of CS, but then I might switch to the Javazon and run a little bit of cows just to see how the drops are for bases. I need a shield base to get that to work out. Fire alarm went off. Jesus, man. What's up, Mark? So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I can make a dream helm now. I mean, it's only a 5 ED, but I was just looking for a 5-socket helmet. Just the fact that a superior drop is kind of cool. And I'm wrapping up my 1,000 runs. I'm not counting the runs while streaming as part of the 1,000 run project, because technically I'm over 1,000 runs now, but I'm just using the content from offline running to do the video. No, I haven't messed with any of the trading stuff. Uh, I don't trade just in general. I'm self-found as far as all my stuff except for my Annihilus. I did trade with somebody on Discord to get that, but that's the only thing I've actually traded for. I did tell my dad that I would take his burr and trade. He needs. I need to get him a fortitude for his merc and probably a better weapon. He's running Zealer, so I don't know what you actually run with a Zealer. I would assume you could still use an Act 2 merc and maybe one with Might Aura, or still use the Freeze Aura. I don't know yet. I need to dig into that, but his merc definitely needs fortitude. And he's got a burr rune now to trade, so I could probably get his merc tricked out pretty good for that. But I'm gonna hit CS for a little bit and see if I could get like a decent Sacred Targe or something, and build a Dream Shield off of that. I need 3 socket though, so it's gonna be a little bit different. But yeah, we'll do that. I know. What was I gonna say? I know people been really kicking it in runes now. Tomorrow they're supposed to have at least an hour downtime. They still haven't mentioned anything about it outside of putting it on the BattleNet launcher. So I'm curious to see what they need an hour downtime for. It can't be the ladder. I'm not seeing it. Unless they're going to launch ladder without doing PTR on changes that they make, which is a horrible idea. So I guess we'll see. To go all the way with the Arden for my Paladin requires a lot more money. So I'm going to start with the Tesladin, basically the amped up Zealer, and kind of go from there. Because they both require dual Dream, so we'll see how that works out. No, I get the whole idea. Trading can be fun, and a lot of people right now are literally just trading. They're not really playing a whole lot. I know people are trying to dump for, like for JSP, they're just trying to dump everything for Form Gold, hoping that ladder's going to drop soon. From what I understand, item prices just in general are starting to drop a pretty good bit. Wouldn't mind seeing a low rune drop.
I am overburdened.
I think somebody was saying they were getting some low runes today. That's what I need. I can make my dad's fortitude and then take his burr and trade it for something else or something. I got my Enigma made now, so I don't really have any. Can't really think of anything I need a burr rune for. What's in a faith? A faith bow. I forget the runes for that. I know it's pretty expensive, but I was thinking it was jaw. Maybe it's burr. Yeah, I've gotten 2 low runes. I don't remember where my second one dropped. I got one in just like Icy Cellar off just a random mob, but I don't remember, or Frozen Cavern maybe. I don't remember where my second one dropped. What's up, Michael?
I need mana.
Has anybody seen Moo Moo Cow's clips today? He showed his him losing his level 95 Sork to lag, or was it a Sork? It's a level 95 character, hardcore, that died in to a disconnect. That's just so horrible. What's Warpike? I don't remember. I'm pretty sure I've gotten this. I don't remember what it... Yeah, I've gotten that. And for those who don't know, Moo Moo Clips makes compilation videos right now. He's actually doing pretty good. He was in the stream yesterday, kind of chatting for a little bit. He actually told us about his losing his character before he actually dropped the video. But he dropped the video earlier today. Yeah, that's exactly why I won't. Level 95 to a disconnect. And he was seal popping in Chaos Sanctuary. Yeah, he got me in one, the clip before. But I told him to join our Discord. Was it a pally? I know, I'm almost positive he was seal popping, because he died right there on the Infector side, or disconnected, and then when he logged back in, his character was dead. Who did I not kill? Did I miss a seal? Oh man, got distracted, didn't even kill this boss. Yeah, it was that's rough, man. I don't know how to recover from losing a level 95 character. Probably one of my main Magic Find characters or something. Like if I lost this Sork, yeah, you probably wouldn't see me for a little while. That'd be rough. You know what? Let's run cows for a little bit. I need that shield base, and I'm kind of all over the place. Where? I don't have any. Somebody else might, but I don't have one. Is it worth moving my Infinity over for this? I know in cows, this Javazon just destroys everything. I don't even see where I need to move Infinity over for it. What's up, Bang?
Greetings.
Oops. I feel like I'm running slow. I haven't played this character in a while, though. Really need a shield base. I want to finish up this pally. I'll probably get tired of doing cows really quick. Cows is the one thing I think it's worth, definitely worth doing pub games just to get all the extra drops. I need to see what I have on this merc. I don't even remember. He's doing okay. You can already see this isn't going to last long. I'm already bored. Trying to remember what I got today when I was trying to finish up my 1,000 runs. Got the light skiller. Yeah, this mark is just annoying. It's kind of funny. We're making a mojo emote. Actually, you know, I should go into pits. I should run pits. I've actually had decent luck in pits for bases. Might do that actually. I did get that burr rune in pub cow game Saturday night. Thought that was pretty funny. Did I? I'll go back and look. Damn, right there. And I looked right at that rune, see what it was. Got distracted. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do pits. It's a really light, dense map. It's not that good. Player count doesn't increase density, does it? Yeah, Liam, I'm kind of the same way. It was real bad because I used to, back before they nerfed the Bariza, that was actually what I farmed with on my Zon. And with the Pierce on the Bariza, I mean, the damage from Bariza is just nasty. Back before they nerfed it. And you kill everything off screen before it even gets near you. You just fired for a little while to go through the loot. Bariza used to be OP. Yeah, I've heard as well as far as the... I know a lot of people have gotten their griffs in the pits. I think I'm going to run that for a little bit. My magic find's pretty high on that as well. So it'll come into play. Maybe we can get something decent to drop there. This density's kind of crap on this cow map. I think I'm just going to leave it. Yeah, Mark. I mean, that was early on, but the Bariza, especially if you PvP'd with the Bariza and used guided arrow, I mean, that was pretty obnoxious. I mean, because you could hit the same person like 1,000 times with one shot. Yeah, let's do pits. Mix it up a little bit. Ah, Scholar, that's an emote. I didn't realize you posted it. We're actually changing it so you can see it. We're taking all that out and just putting mojo on it. I don't know how many people actually farm pits that much. It's considered one of the most densely packed 85 areas as far as about boss and champ packs. So you'll find a lot of people that are Grail hunting offline. They will run the pits a lot. They'll put it up on player 8, but they'll run pits a lot. Especially if you got like a pit zerker and you could repop all these bodies and find item on those bodies after you kill them. They'll pretty much double your chances of items. I think it's like six to 8 packs in here. And then also the gold chest. The only lightning immunes are the archers here. Of course, with the Merc and Infinity, it doesn't matter. But it's a great place for lightning because all these other packs are not going to be lightning immune. Oh, L Rune. Rarest rune in the game. There's a lot of stuff in that one corner. Good grief.
I need mana.
Man, this guy's got a lot of health. Nah. Of fervor. That's always pretty cool. Reset. For those that have just joined, I was telling people earlier that my dad called me. He actually called me kind of late last night, but I didn't catch the call. And he called me this afternoon again just to let me know he had gotten a burr rune off of Shank last night. He's pretty excited about it. How many of you guys are doing Grail right now? Seems to be a lot of people switched over to just running Grail. Yeah, Scholar, that's why I didn't bother. I mean, it was pretty high as far as resist on it, but yeah, it was just cold IS, so just clutter my inventory probably. If it had been like, I think its max is 30 on that, it's the same as Grand Charm. I think I'd have hung on to it. Yeah, no kidding, right? Put that in a Andes. 15 IS, yeah, that'd have been actually pretty nasty. Bang, that's true. That is true. A lot of people just still trying to kid out their characters. What's y'all's highest rune out of just like a box? Best I've done, I got a gold rune out of a chest in cows. Yeah, Rick. That I mean, that kind of a lot of people are in that boat. I'm not quite there, but mainly it's kitting out secondary characters for me. So I'm hoping they'll drop some info on us tomorrow when, because like again, they got the hour maintenance tomorrow, which is actually a long time if, for a downtime for just just doing an update, so I'm hoping they'll give us something. We shall see. But they need to do something sooner rather than later, that's for sure. What's up, Luke? What question's that? Yeah, Luke, that's a possibility that they're setting up PTR. Damn, Gummy, that's a nice find. I'm actually need a 3-socket sacred. Well, sacred will be the preference. I guess technically, I don't know. I have to think about that. Sacred would be the preference. I might be able to use something else though. Worst comes to worst. For some reason, I thought they already had a PTR in place, but that would not be the case. So yeah, that actually might be a good call. They might be getting the PTR in position. Well, would they need to bring down everything to set up PTR though? That technically would be a whole server setup, a whole separate one. So if it was PTR, they wouldn't necessarily need to bring everything down for maintenance. I would hope that they would spin those servers up separately. I wouldn't think that they would use the same equipment. Vortex. Man, I might never see a vortex. Yeah, I'm curious if they'll actually tell us something tomorrow. I mean, outside of, servers are down, servers are back up type thing. Give us a little bit, man. People getting kind of antsy. Yeah, Praetorian. Unfortunately, you could be right. I mean, the way we, I wasn't in gaming industry, but when we would set up, you had your live servers, we would set up a mirror server for QA and testing, basically a PTR, and it would be a completely different server. So, I mean, I would assume the same practice holds true in gaming. But again, we're talking about Activision. There was some. I didn't actually read the article or watch the video yet, but there was something put out by Xbox talking about how they're having to do things different to deal with Activision. I don't know what that's all about. I actually need to watch that. Somebody tweeted it out, but it was specific to the people at Xbox and dealing with Activision as a whole, as a company now. Anybody seen that? I mean, yeah, we're already up on the 10th. It's been enough time for them to give us some sort of information, I would think. Yeah, it's how it's done versus how Activision does it. That's definitely two different creatures. Just holding out hope. I would really love ladder to kick off. I gotta tell you that's going to be fun. We're gonna be I'm probably gonna be running some seriously long streams. I plan on streaming the leveling for ladder, so I'll probably be on a lot. You guys can just play along. I think it'd be fun. Bang. What are you missing, man? Or what are you playing first? Greg, we were talking about this on stream the other day, and I was in the same boat. When I played the game originally, high runes did not drop. Period. I think the highest I ever got was like a Vex or something. It was nowhere near what I'm getting now. So I feel like it changed. I mean, I don't think they changed it with D2R though. I think it might have changed at like the LOD maybe, or maybe, one of the patches after LOD dropped. I don't think it has anything to do with the D2R drop. I think they changed it before then. Yeah, I mean, because, yeah, when I played originally, I was not getting drops like I get now for runes. Luke, your time frame is probably pretty close. I would assume at least 2 weeks for PTR because they're talking about a lot of changes. Unless they're going to phase the changes in and not drop them all at once, I guess, which is a possibility. But 2 weeks is not an unreasonable amount of time for testing. Again, unless they only do like drop like a few things, and then you can get away with less time. But if they're planning on dropping what they talked about in the 2.4 with every class change and set changes and new rune words and all that stuff, they need at least 2 weeks.
I am overburdened.
2 weeks minimum. But I mean, knowing them, they'll want to push it out pretty quick. So I'd give it 2 weeks. Yeah, Greg, I wasn't there for all the patches, so it could have potentially been after I stopped playing that they made changes that increased rune word drops or rune drops. Because they did implement all those new rune words like grief and spirit, and you know, where spirit doesn't need the high runes, you know, grief definitely did. Was that the same time they dropped Enigma, or did Enigma come before that? I think Enigma was before that.
I am overburdened.
Yeah, that makes sense. Bang. I get you. I mean, but they incorporated, you know, a lot of new rune words, and of course, if you don't change the rune drops, then just nobody's going to have these new rune words. Yeah, I thought Enigma was before that, because I remember playing a Hammered and it had Enigma. But I definitely wasn't playing when they dropped Spirit and Grief. And what I think there was other ones in that portion when they dropped those rune words. But yeah, I definitely had Enigma on my Paladin. So that would have had to have been before all that. I cannot find a freaking not amethyst. What's the blue one? Sapphire. I have not been able to find a sapphire to cube these. Damn it. Chains of Honor. Right. But yeah, I mean, I feel like they did add or increase rune drop at that point. I mean, you just didn't hear about people getting what they get now. I mean, Breath of the Dying's pretty expensive. Yeah. Gotta plug that Sundrop, man. I will get that sponsorship one day. Instead of these item selling sites, sponsors that they want to give me. The ones that are constantly spamming our chat. I mean, there was a lot of things that were a lot more viable before they dropped that stuff. Yeah, the Balrog blades. I remember hunting for fang knives, the blue Zerker axes, just all kind of stuff that people were hunting. Eric, I hear you, man. That's funny. It's actually pretty cheap. Dang. Was that Burr Rune today? Wood? FF Wood? People have been getting some crazy drops these past few days. Liam, I'm kind of right there with you, man. I'd like to see more unique set stuff have more viability than. I mean, because you look at the end game, at least half your items have to be rune words for the end game pieces. Armor, weapon, head, shield. Almost all of them have to be rune words. I mean, there's some in there that don't, but those are kind of the top tier spots. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Where's the downstairs? But I mean, they're talking about adding more rune words, so might not be the case. Where they might want to just keep the end game to be built around runes, high runes themselves. It's definitely a balancing act to keep it straight. What's up, Robert? Well, they did talk about making set bonuses better. So, I mean, maybe when they get to that point, we'll get, we'll get some viability out of the sets that, nobody messed with. I mean, for the most part, it's Tau and IK and, like, single items of other sets. But for the most part, the sets suck. I mean, let's face it, most people, like, that play, even if they want to try a Boazon, they don't put on Mavinas for it. Same with the Trang Alders. You'd wear the Alder boots are good, but the rest of the set, junk. I mean, that's the same for most of the high-end sets. Griswold's cool to find, but, not that viable. Dan Cotton, that's what I'm talking about. Alright, we're going back into chaos. Yeah, Saigon. I've watched a Cooley video. This was pretty recent, like within the last month. And he was showing like low level dueling, and everybody had Saigons on. Yeah, like Liam, exactly. Like single items, like G-Face, sure. Laying Hands is good. Nat boots, Alder boots are good. The rest of the stuff's kind of junk. There you go, Floyd. So yeah, I mean I think adding or bumping the set bonuses a little bit, it's a pretty good idea. Damn, Donald. Perfect Maras. I think that still holds pretty decent value. Alright, back into Chaos. It's always my favorite place. But I mean, there's a lot of high considered elite sets that just nobody uses at all. Cow Kings. Cow King is more of just a novelty set, I think. I mean, but it used to be so hard to get because you had to kill the Cow King, which you technically, once you killed him back in the day, you were done with cows on that character. Or making games, at least. Tau helmet. I'll guarantee you at least one here in Chaos. Right now while I'm running. The helmet drops constantly. And why you put dual leech on technically a Sork set, beyond me. Not sure what the thinking was behind that. I mean, it ends up making it a decent starter Merc helmet until you get like an Andes or something. But why you need dual leech? Were they planning on Sorceress being mainly a melee character when they got high level? I mean, it's kind of weird. I mean, I get the idea of making certain pieces of the set a lot more rare than others, but there was some questionable choices at the beginning, for sure. Those are just joining in. I'm trying to find a shield base to make a dream shield for my paladin. So I need a 3-socket, preferably a sacred targe. I mean, I think I could use a sacred Rondochet would be okay. Might need more dex to top off block, but it's not too far off. But I need a 3-socket, not the normal 4 that you see people hunting for. Charles, I did see a build. Somebody mentioned it yesterday. I don't think it's expensive to make. I was thinking about messing around with it, but I just hadn't gotten that far down the road. I'm always hunting for something specific that kind of keeps me doing this. Somebody said it was pretty strong too, though, if you build it out. I don't think it's horribly expensive to build out. Just a really unique build. But it'd be kind of cool to play around with, just to see how it worked. Passion, that's what I was trying to think of. That's the weapon. Yeah, no, I kind of read that. I think you can go with one of those builds with the Sork that dumps all the points into shielding, so that you could tank a little better since it's a melee build. And the dual dreams adds all that lightning damage to your attack. Yeah, Luke, the strength requirements on the troll's nest is pretty high. That's the problem with that. That's why most people stop at monarchs for building out shield rune words. Because even though it's like 156, the troll's nest is a lot higher than that. Oh wait, what did I do? I missed something. Did I miss one of the bosses? Ah, crap. That's what happens when I yap.
Not even death can save you from me.
Yeah, I get that, Praetorian, but I think there should be some viability in the elite sets. Whereas for the most part, I mean, Tau again is the best example where it has some decent uses, but most of the other sets are kind of meh.
Not here.
That's interesting, Luke. Yeah, I've never seen anybody try and build it around Troll's Nest because of that requirement. Maybe the strength requirement isn't as high as I thought it was, but I thought it was a lot higher than a Monarch for sure. Yeah, Bob, that's my thoughts. The Monarch, I mean, the Tau set's in a good spot, and if they can get some of those other sets to that point and make them at least, well, because they were talking about partial set bonuses being better. So that's kind of Tau's sweet spot is the 3-piece bonus. And I think somebody else was mentioning like Trang 3-piece or something. But I mean, I think they should do that with some of the other sets. I mean, you never hear anybody talking about Alder's 3-piece bonus. and Nats. So there's definitely some work they could do to make a lot of those better, and not even like specifically the like the character specific ones. Like when you think of Alders, it's Druid, Tals is Sorceress, that sort of thing. But like, what's the one I was thinking of? Which was the one that has the Hellforge plate? Is it Sasabi's? There's some other sets that are considered elite armor or weapon pieces, and a lot of those nobody even looks at. If it's 106, Luke, then it can't. Okay, so that might be why it's for Dream, because if it's 106, that means it can't get 4 socket, which is what Monarch's minimum are always used for. So maybe that's why, because it's a low strength requirement, you could get 3 socket max. That might be it. That might be it. I thought the Troll's Nest was 4 socket, but that would make sense then. Sasabi is a Hellforge plate. The Balrog... Oh, wait, maybe I'm wrong. What's the Hellforge plate set? There's a bunch of those set pieces, though, right? That are considered elite armors or whatever, but they are... The sets themselves are absolute garbage. God almighty, I'm getting a lot of those. Oh wait, no, that's not Cerebus. Which one's this? Spirit Keeper. Well, what's the Curus? Like, what about that set? Nobody uses. That's a mid-tier one. The Ondel sets. Okay, so the Dangoon is the mace. I think the Ondels is the helmet. See, like this set, nobody touches any part of this set. Yeah, the BK swords. I got both of them, but it just says collector items. There's a bunch of stuff that's just absolute garbage. And, you know, rightly so. Some of it, you can't make it all useful. But, you know, especially with them upper tier set pieces, you should be able to get some kind of use out of some of them. And that's kind of my point. And they kind of on that road where they're looking at making some of that stuff better. So we'll see what they do. Charcy said exactly. That's 35k gold. You might not even get that much for it. Oops. Yeah, Charcy has a lot of set items. There's a ton of Charcy sets. We all have high hopes for them doing something with it. We'll see. Again, I think the driving force behind a lot of this might actually be the guys at Vicarious, and maybe, you know, granted, they still have to listen to Activision, but if Activision maybe gives them some creative license, then maybe we'll actually get something decent. Again, hopefully maybe they'll give us some info tomorrow after they drop the patch. Forgot what time they were dropping it. It was based off Pacific time, maybe like 10 Pacific. And I'll be streaming right after that. I'll probably be doing an afternoon stream tomorrow. Maybe I'll have something to talk about from the downtime. Otherwise, if they keep putting it off, I might be rolling offline just to start my Grail. There's GMB, but it's not superior, and it's a +2, but it's a 4 socket. That's unfortunate. 9 Pacific. Yeah, I know it's on a launcher. Nah, I doubt it'll be a patch. It actually might be disappointing if it's an actual patch, because then they didn't PTR it. Unique ring. Second SOJ or a BK? I need a BK. Here we go. BK. Well, another Nature's Piece. Somebody was looking for one yesterday. Lumix, my Merc wears Fortitude. I got my Infinity and a Rowd Andes. Well, at least it wasn't a Mantle. I'll give it away. Somebody needs a Nature's Peace, hit me up. Found a Dwarf Star earlier today. Metal Grid was one of the first ones I found, shockingly. I found it off Mephisto. That's like my third one, Floyd. I find them fairly often. I keep one on this if I ever want to run Nilithok. I'll just throw it on there so I don't feel like dealing with Corpse Explosion, but I mean that's pretty much the only use for it, I think. I don't know of anybody using it outside of just running Nilithok. Yeah, it's been kind of quiet tonight. Nobody's talking about all the Jaws and Vexes they've got since I started playing. Liam. Man, the green rings, yeah. Somehow I'm not seeing it. I honestly doubt that they will ever add new sets or new uniques. I don't see them doing it. Yeah, the anti-draw, I could kind of see that. I mean, I don't know how many of you guys have seen. I have yet to see or been on a server where I get to call out for Diablo clone. So tease. Did they mention how they were going to deal with the anti-drops? Be interesting to see how that would work out. Yeah, Luke. I mean, that's kind of why I think that. I mean, we got so many now. Just diluting the drop tables even more would be kind of a pain. The thing with the green rings specifically, though, is just that they're all like low level, right? I can't. What's the highest green ring set? I think they're all low level. don't even know what characters can you even solo declone with a sorceress? Brian, yeah. I honestly think you have a little better luck trying to farm that with a sorceress. Yeah, I mean, it's all about kill speed. Well, I guess maybe you could do it with a necro. What is this? Millibregas, right? Yeah, you see that set used a lot. Yeah, they got a lot to work with where they can improve things. Again, they don't have to make everything good, but like that Millibregas set, that armor actually looks kind of cool. But, I mean, I guess it'll do in a pinch, but... Well, here's the thing, Don Pedro, you don't have to watch it. That's how the free market works. Yeah, Tyraels, good God. One of the rarest items, uniques in the game that's just not good. That just makes you sad every time you think about it. Yeah, I hear you, man. Drogon. I don't know if you guys ever seen the video of where Llama got his girlfriend to ID the un-ID sacred that he got, and it turned out to be the Tyraels. That was a funny video. Again with that shield. Won't talk about that one either. Pet Praetorian, I would pick it up if it was good. Well, hell, I pick it up even when it's bad right now. Just because. What's up, Daniel? Liam? Never mind. We won't talk about anything like that. I've only ever seen that one video. Well, I take that back. I did see one where he was doing the whole making up his dating profile thing. That was kind of funny. I think somebody's stealing my mojo. They're just not telling me. His now ex-girlfriend left. Yeah, I don't know enough about him to know what you're talking about. Don't get me wrong. I think Llama's pretty good. Pretty good influence on the game. I just I haven't watched that much of his stuff.
Not even death can save you from me.
And I think we're kind of in agreement on a lot of the stuff that they're talking about. I thought he would be kind of on the don't change anything bandwagon, and he's definitely not. And he's kind of advocated for stuff that I'm actually in agreement with. Another Devil Star. Nope. Oh, damn, that's actually... this guy... Wow, that's pretty messed up. Ow, Daniel, that hurts. Yeah, he's got a pretty good take on the game, just in general. You know, I want the game to keep moving forward, so I don't have a problem with these changes that they're talking about. I mean, they haven't really advocated or said anything that I would be against modifying or changing. That might be different once we see the changes. Yeah, Daniel, but that's rough, man. I'm sure at 7 years old, she didn't know what she was doing, but had your infinity though. That's ouch. Do I watch my videos? Is that what you're asking me, Mark? Yeah, Arsenal. That's exactly what that is. That's a softcore, hardcore death. Lost everything. Oh, that's rough. Man, I didn't know all that. Perfectly honest, the only people's videos that I've been kind of watching on the regular has been Moo Moo clips, because some of them are pretty funny. And about half of those when people get their hardcore characters killed. Man, everything's been kind of minimal tonight. Maybe I'll have more luck during a daytime stream. This is kind of crazy. This is worse than normal, and nobody's actually saying that they've gotten anything. Wait, I don't know, man. This is kind of painful. Do I need to fall back to Mephisto just to see some decent uniques drop? Maybe I should go do the trifecta a few times since my dad got a burr off a shank last night. We'll do that. We'll go do the trifecta a few times. I know, Wade. But you're right, man. There hasn't been a damn thing drop. There's been nothing. Oh, maybe I forgot to turn my streamer hacks on. For those that missed it earlier, my dad called me and told me he got a burr off of shank last night. He was giddy. Whoa, that's nasty looking. Nice, faded. 59 items. I think that's pretty good. I don't even remember what the total is now. What's the total items in the game? It's like 400 or 500 between sets and uniques, isn't it? Yeah, he was jacked. Well, the funny thing is, I'd already built all his gear out, so he doesn't he doesn't really need anything. He needs some stuff for his merc, so I told him I'd try and trade his burr for like a good fortitude plus something. I'd assume I could get more than the fortitude for a burr rune. 506. I knew it was up there, quite a few. Well, it's kind of funny when he called me earlier yesterday evening complaining about not finding anything and how he was trying to run Worldstone Keep. I told him, you're Zealer, just stay out of there, don't mess with Worldstone Keep. Run pits. He loves running Countess, so I told him keep running Countess, run pits, and do like, the trifecta, reset and go again. And then later that night he gets a burr rune. I like looking at these. I don't know why. I don't know what I'm looking for on a rare monarch, but I like looking at them. I personally have never gotten anything off of these two guys up here. I've gotten one thing off of Pendle Skin, which wasn't really worth it, but I've never really gotten a decent drop off of Eldritch Shank. I have had this animation crash my game before. Oh, so you got a Sacred Armor. You got Templars. That's cool. Look, rare sacred. So I've lost the roll. Well, I don't think he can do. Can Pendle drop materials? I'm pretty sure he could drop IK. So the set roll could have potentially happened.
Not in town.
Well, Charles, see, here's the thing. He is 84, so I have to build his Zealer a certain way for him to be able to play. So he has some Magic Find, not a lot. I made him a Grief. I made him a Chains of Honor. He's got G-Face, Zach. I don't remember what belt I gave him. I guess I could give him War Travs. I think he's running Gore Riders. I don't remember what gloves I gave him. But I have to set him up in a way that where he can survive. So a full Magic Find setup might be tough. So I have to take that into consideration. Jeff, I just don't. I can't get myself to run cows, man. I tried. I literally did one game, and I don't even think I could finish it. It was just I just don't like running cows, man. Yeah, definitely the place to run for bases. I just can't get myself to do it. Yeah, I did it with the Javazon. I just couldn't. I couldn't finish it. Yeah, I could definitely set him up better for Magic Find. I just don't. I don't know how playable it would be for him. He needs the max defensive side of things to stay alive. Because, I mean, you think about an 84-year-old being able to try and click things with a mouse. It's just tough for him. Best Infinity base. That's kind of subjective. My personal preference is Thresher or Giant Thresher. Cryptic Axe after that. and Colossal Bulge after Colossus Bulge after that. Unfortunately, I got a Colossus Bulge because sometimes you got to go with what you can get. Rick, I don't think that'll help. I could, Charles, I could P Topaz the G Face for a little more because it's not right now. He does have a High Lords. I gave him that. He's got the Grief. See, Enigma won't work for him just because teleporting just in general just doesn't work for him. And the 65 plus all resist from the Chains of Honor helps him survive. He has the Haas. It's not socketed either. I gave him Draculs. He doesn't have a Nas belt, I don't think. I might have given him a Nas. He doesn't have that. That's the one thing I could switch out is War Travs. And I think right now he's running Raven Frost and something else. I don't know what his other ring is. Linty, still nothing. They're being really quiet about it. Yeah, Jeff. I mean, you get it. There's just some places I just prefer not to run. And I thought I would enjoy it more when I leveled up the Jabazon. And that wasn't the case. Because, I mean, my Jabazon smokes that place. It's just... it still doesn't do it for me. I mean, by far my most favorite place is Chaos. I just like to mix it up a little bit. Chaos is not treating me right tonight, so I figured I'd run the trifecta a little bit. See you, Wade. I'll probably head back into Chaos here. Maybe I'll run some Whirlstone while I'm in Act 5. Yeah, in fact, I think I'll do that after this. I'm going to run Eldritch Shank, then I'm going to go into do Bale a couple times. I call it the trifecta. It's basically it's Pendle, Shank, Eldritch because you could do them right there, 3 of them real quick. I'm gonna run Whirlstone a couple times, or run Bale. I'll probably skip past all this. I'll probably just tell it to. Did I miss the? Yeah. I don't mind doing Bale. Yeah, I take it or leave it sometimes. I think Bale drops worse than Diablo by far, even though he could drop everything. I think just his drops in general are really slow to come. Oh yeah, let's not do this one. I don't feel like messing with that. Yeah, I don't know how much, I get the point of running LK offline because you can just jack it all the way up and hit the super chest, especially if you get a good map. But Jesus, just running to hit chests, man. I don't know how much I could take that. it's just wanting to give me souls tonight. Christ, that's annoying. Man, that's annoying. It's trying to test me tonight with these souls. Yeah, Arcane's a decent spot. I think with offline though, I think LK is your better percentages.
I am overburdened.
Yeah, I might be able to just go back into chaos.
Good afternoon.
This is one of those times where you get one of those nasty little dry spells and you just gotta plow through it. Linty, I'm trying to, specifically, I'd like to get a 3-socket, preferably a Sacred Targe, to make a Dream Shield for my Pally. I still need a Griff for this character. So there's a couple items I don't necessarily need, but I'd like to find. High runes would be nice, of course, always. But that's mainly for my paladin at this point. I got pretty much everything I need on this character. If I get a Griff, I need to get like a 5/5 light. I think I got like a 5/4, and I prefer not to use it. I'd rather just get a 5/5 and drop it in there. JD, I think I did get an L rune. Linty, all my stuff is self-found. Except for my Annihilus. I did trade for that. Jeff, I've seen people do that to where I've seen videos of people running LK, and they're actually getting their drops off the random chests and stuff versus the super chests, which is kind of funny. I'm doing this for Moo Moo Clips. He needs content, so I need to find something. Sundrop plug. I was looking on Twitch the other day. There's really not that many people streaming D2R right now. I think at peak times it's only like maybe 1,000, 1,500 viewers at any given time. There it is. Anthony's stolen my mojo. See, it's kind of a fight to see who can get the mojo, and obviously Anthony got it. He literally just got a jaw rune, and that seems to be the payoff most times. Everybody that seems to link stuff in chat, it's always like a jaw rune. It's not like a lower rune. It's always a jaw. It's crazy. Vex is a good find. I'd take a Vex all day.
I can't carry anymore.
Charles, you talking about my birds in the background? They're always lurking.
Not even death.
Come on, Dom Pedro, you didn't, did you? I don't know how many more burr runes technically I could find in a short period of time. Since Christmas, I've found 3. In 2 jaws. Wow, rubber banding a little bit. Is that a rare ring? It's kind of a hard guess, man. High AR. Yeah, I guess you could maybe get an FCR ring. I hear you, Don. I'm telling you, people get stuff while they're running, while I'm playing. I think since I've started streaming, which hadn't been that long, during the time that I'm streaming, people have probably gotten 5 or 6 jaw runes that they've actually mentioned in chat. Burr rune's actually kind of rare. A lot of jaws though. That to me, that's kind of funny.
I am overburdened.
Oh, I got you. I don't know how audible our pet birds are in the background. Oh, unique. Okay, my bad. Honestly, it has been crazy though. The kind of things that people have been calling out uh, that they're getting while I'm streaming is it's been kind of crazy. I think the other night somebody had a griff drop for him while they were watching.
Not even death can save him.
That's kind of what I need to happen. See you, Rick. Yeah, Linty, I prefer the Holy Freeze merc just in general. I'm gonna try, man. I'm gonna try. Could still happen. Chaos has been pretty dry today, past couple days. I think yesterday I got an rune. That was about the best we did. Floyd, it's a good CC. I mean, it affects everything, whether they're cold immune or not. So, I think just overall, it's a pretty good aura just to use. Because even if they're cold immune, they'll still be slowed from it, which is always helpful. Especially if you run a Zerker and you got to run stuff down. There's others that I'd probably use situationally, but that's kind of my usually my go-to pick. Switch monitors. That's an interesting thought. Flip it. I don't know if I'd be able to handle that. Just a guy playing games. I haven't. I need to. I need to switch it over to my Furyzon, just to see how much more it plays out. I mean, Furyzons are just strong in general. I am curious to see how it would play out on the Furyzon though. I haven't tried it yet. Yeah, if, especially if you're playing. Yeah, it's what Jeff's saying. Because if you play, well, does it freeze to where they can pop and not be able to use for corpse explosion? There you go. I need to watch my stream while I'm streaming and steal my own mojo. Praetorian, you might be onto something there. Charles. They do shatter? Okay, that's why I wanted to double check. Because if they shatter, you can't use the corpses for corpse explosion. So, yeah, if you're using a Necros, definitely switch it. Well, Might Aura makes more sense if you're using summons as well because the added damage from the summons. Arson. Telling you it works, man. I need to start taking a cut. Finder's fee. Yeah, that as well. You can't raise corpses that are popped. Well, I'm getting my Nada run, so maybe I'll get something here shortly. This side of the map usually does me better than Deceased, though. I've gotten a lot more stuff on this end over all the other or the other two sections. Like here, I've gotten I think 2 burr runes on this end. I don't remember now. Nothing else, I'll get us stuff to craft with. Of course, that being on the low end of stuff I want to actually drop. Yeah, the Infector side just seemed, just in general, I've seen more stuff for me. I mean, that doesn't mean anything. Like saying some people, Deceased drops more stuff. The other side, the Vizier, the only thing I got that I remember off that side, I got the Death Fathom, which is a pretty big deal, but that's kind of the only thing I gotten off that end. I need space. Yeah, seal pops use a lot. Drogon, that could be the case. I mean, I feel like when I played it early on, I was just kind of all over the place as far as farming. And I'm definitely more focused on where I farm, what I'm farming, what I'm looking for, that sort of thing. And we were discussing it earlier. I do think, and I think other people will agree, that at some point after LOD dropped, there was a patch where they upped the rune drop rate at least. What am I doing? Yeah, Linty for sure. That and stackables just in general is what we need. But a currency tab would be pretty cool. That'd save me a lot of space, to be honest. I mean, I got one tab just for gems, one tab just for runes. I mean, there's still a lot of quality to life improvements that they just in general can make. I mean, I get the idea of the fast cast thing and people using it. I think as far as quality of life changes, though, it should have ranked way lower. I think more people would have accepted the currency tab or stackables before fast cast. I mean, a lot of people use it now, but I don't think it was a high on the demand list. I think they could have spent more time out of the gate working on either, like you're saying, a currency tab or just being able to stack runes and gems. Scholar, I have not. That might be a good idea, just to mix it up a little bit. Yeah, Drogon, that's actually not a bad idea. Is to be able to break runes down into the next lower one. I don't see where that would hurt anything. And seeing this is stuff when they made a poll and asking for what people wanted quality of life wise, there was a bunch of stuff that people asked for. Oops, I missed. I'm gonna reset. Number one was the stackable, and loot filter was one. I think that was pretty high up. I don't remember the fast cast thing even being on there. But somehow that's what they released first as quality of life change. And I think the guys that are playing on console can use some little love too.
Even death can save you from me.
Yeah, exactly, Drogon. I mean, I don't see where that would hurt anything. I don't see where that would cause an issue in the game to be able to reduce down to the next thing. I think that would be pretty helpful. I mean, and be like a recipe where you got to cube it with other stuff to be able to break it down. What's above burr? It's like Chom's next, right? Break a Chom down into 2 burrs. Holy crap. See you, Bang. Fool's mod. Let's go run down Arcane, just for the hell of it. I wish they'd give us a little more of a roadmap. I mean, we know nothing outside of a little bit of information they gave for 2.4. And the thing is, they can, they could take and make, but I think there's a plan to make charm runes more useful. Yeah, get a Zod rune and get 4 burrs out of it. I mean, technically, with the rarity of Zod, I don't see an issue with that either. Yeah, and actually be super excited to get a Zod rune then. Or a Chom rune. It's Scholar. That's exactly what it is, man. Give us something. But yeah, I mean, I don't have those kind of changes. I don't have a problem with. And it's kind of funny. We're talking about what? Oh yeah, I left Jaw out of the. That's 8. Holy crap! Zod rune. So, oh my God, people would flip out if they got a Zod rune and it broke down like that. That's nuts. Zod equal 8 burrs. Jesus. We were talking about key running last night or night before, whatever it was, and people were talking about how Countess has not been paying out with key drops. And apparently, my dad's got a whole bunch of them because he's been running Countess a lot. It's funny though, the Jaw, they talk about the ghosts here. The Jaw rune that I got dropped off one of these dudes, Ghoul Lords. Or I'm rich. No, I don't think so, Mike. Not necessarily. It would just make other things more valuable than, say, the Burr rune. It would make Zod and Chom just more of the higher end of the economy. And with them adding new rune words that would use those runes, I don't think overall the play would be that the economy would get worse. It would just make other things more valuable. Yeah, the only thing with chain is when it bounces to the ones off the platform. Honestly, I doubt they'd ever entertain anything like that, though. I don't think it's a bad idea, but I don't think they'd ever do it. Burith Jaw.
I am overburdened.
Somebody just yelled out a Burr Rune and a Jaw Rune a little earlier. So yeah, I think they're still stealing it. Think it's still happening. That's alright though. I don't mind sharing with you guys. I consider myself on kind of the upper end of lucky in this game, so I don't mind spreading the love a little bit.
Hello.
I could use a damn chipped sapphire though. Those that are kind of new to the channel, like the video before you leave. Helps with the algorithm thing. Sub if you're not subbed, and I do have a membership. We got some cool little emojis that my wife created that are game specific that I think are kind of neat. Just throwing that out there. Something's got to pay off around here, right? Chaos hadn't been doing it today. Yeah, I don't have an issue with the whole downgrading just in general. I think it should have been something in the game from way back. If you could cube up, you should be able to cube down, I think. I mean, have a cost to it. I mean, there's kind of a scaling cost if you want to look at it for cubing up. So, I mean, you could kind of do it the same way. For the really rare stuff, make it expensive. Didn't want to do that. Actually need chips. Yeah, chips kind of a pain in the butt to get. I like cubing runes just in general. I mean, there's not that much of a gain from it, but every once in a while, the guys that do it, they'll know what I'm talking about, where you cascade into this one, you have enough of the next one, which drops down into the next one, and you like cube up like 4 or 5 levels of runes at once. That's kind of cool. Yeah, if I'm hard up for chips, I just take a new character. You get a decent amount running. What's the first cave? Whatever the first cave is, I always forget the name of it. You can get decent chips in there. This is just annoying.
I need mana.
I mean, I've had a cascade. I forget where I started, and I made it all the way to goal. Yeah, Den of Evil. I always forget the name of that place. Lumix, it's gear dependent. You could you can use a blizzard a lot earlier and be really good damage-wise and efficient with it. Lightning sorks are pretty gear dependent to be effective. Blizzard, I mean, you can have really basic gear and kill just about everything with
Not
Blizzard.
enough mana.
Just a guy. I've started. I need to actually do it for the week. Here's what I'm kind of shooting for. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I plan on doing 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time streams. Tuesday and Thursday and Sunday, I'm doing like daytime, like about around 3 p.m. streams. So that's kind of the schedule I'm running now. I need to kind of post it up so that I have it actually spelled out. But that's kind of what I've been doing, and I plan on kind of sticking to that. Yeah, I forget where I saw the number of how many L runes it takes to get all the way to Zod, but it's an obnoxiously large amount. And yeah, you don't even think about the transmute time it would take. It's kind of funny when you think about it. I keep Thol and up to transmute up to the next one. So basically, when you have to start with a chipped, is where I start transmuting runes up. Yeah, pretty much, Clark. All of them. And L's actually don't drop that often, if you guys think about it. Is that the actual number? That's not really the actual number, is it? I know it's a big number, but that seems too
I
big.
can't carry anymore. Not enough mana.
that's that's crazy. I knew it was a big number.
I can't carry anymore.
Alright, let's just go to chaos.
Seekers.
I don't find that many L runes though. That's the thing. Praetorian, you getting it off the side, or you actually running a calculator right now? You gotta be getting it off the site. You're right. Is it charm, or is it just point out the fact that a lot of us are just masochists that enjoy punishing ourselves playing this game looking for loot? Bob, it's freaking pathetic. Not even like anything on the fence, like, should I put this on the list? It ain't even been that. I need to finish strong here. Yeah, that's what it is. Got to get that dopamine hit.
I can't carry anymore.
Not even death can save.
Getting a lot of high bases, but nothing's rolling tonight. You know what I'm kind of surprised doesn't have a unique or a set is Archon Plate. Oh, did I miss a ring? Yeah, it was probably like a godly FCR ring. It's these old eyes. I just have a hard time seeing stuff. All my tabs are filling up. I might as well cube some GCs and see if I get anything that way. In fact, I might do that here. I'm gonna cube up a couple charms maybe. Open up a little bit of space in here. Alright, got a lot of skulls. Let's move these down. Let's roll a diadem once. For those that don't have an idea what to use with perfect skulls, if you could get a rare diadem, this is your best shot at getting a pretty godly rare helm. Because the diadems, every time you roll with P-Skulls on a rare, it technically drops the eye level a little bit. It's fractionally, but it does drop every time you roll it. But with the diadems, it's got like a floor to where it won't go below a certain level, and it still can roll the best stats on an item. So if you get a white one, use the imbue quest on white diadems. And then use the rare diadems to get to use your P-Skulls on. Oh yeah, I used one of these yesterday. I had a third one. This to me is kind of sparse. So we'll roll this one, and it takes 6 skulls to roll a rare, and it's horrible. I do have a decent Pally FCR, one that I rolled. It's +2 Pally, 20 FCR. I think it's got some life on it and like 1 resist, which is not that great, but it's a decent one. Yes, that's correct, Charles. I don't do JSP, so I don't have. I had an account way back. It's probably not there anymore. I doubt it has anything on it. If it does, it's pretty low. I don't do any trading, so I don't really need the trade sites for it. Alright, so let's run through a few P gems. I need to mule these. These are all, well, some of these are my Sork skillers that I kind of hold here just in case I want to switch spec. I think I rolled this one, and I rolled this one. I hung on to this just in case if these are all Diablo charms. So if I run out of charms, I'll re-roll this one because combat skills barb isn't that good. So if I don't find any more, I'll probably re-roll that one. The rest of these I'll probably mule off. This was kind of a troll roll. 45 life, but it only rolled 1 max damage. I need to do this on a... See, now that's a troll roll. Let's talk about this last night. Freaking defensive aura with life on it. Bo, I find everything. Everything I have is self-found. I don't trade for anything. All my gear is self-found. Everything I got. But yeah, that's about as trolly a roll as you can get. Somebody mentioned something was it might have been on Discord. Somebody was looking for defensive aura charms. I don't know why, but they do. They did, but I'm re-rolling that one. Yeah, it'd been nice if that was a P-cone, right? Oops. Get that or like a cursed grand charm. Those are always great. The Annie I got from somebody in Discord, I did trade for that. I always forget to mention that. The Annie I've traded for just because it's so random to be able to get on a server with declone. So it's just tough. I mean, so I feel like the Annie is worth trading. Now, say for instance, the Torch, I farmed the keys. I found one of the guys in Discord will run it for me, and I went in with him to do the Ubers. So technically, I consider that I was there, so I consider that a drop. And it actually took me only 2 sets of keys to actually get a torch to drop, which was kind of cool. The first one was a Zon torch, which I rolled a Zon after this sorceress, so that actually was usable. Nah, Eric, we've not been doing that great tonight. Thanks, Bo. Yeah, I mean that's kind of the point of what I do as far as like the content of my videos and the streaming. I don't even run with other people, even though I can. I'm on BattleNet, and I give away a lot of the items I find that I can't use anymore. Say for instance, I got one sorceress. I could use a Shaco on a couple other character types, so I saved a couple Shacos, but I gave the rest away. Same with the Iraqs. I gave 2 or 3 Iraqs away. I've given a bunch of stuff away because I'm playing self-found, so I don't need it. But I'm not going to mess around trading for it, so I just give it away. So that's just how I go. I mean, the guys on Discord can vouch for that. I've given them a lot of stuff. And we've done a bunch of giveaway things, and I don't mind getting rid of the stuff that I don't need that way. But again, the Annie was the only thing I actually traded for. And the guy that I got it from Vine. Those that know him, another skiller. I don't, and he actually traded for it. He didn't find it either. Jacob, it kind of depends. Since I started streaming, if I get something that drops that somebody can use, I just tell them to hit me up on Discord, and I'll just give it to them. But, you know, like here lately, I haven't gotten anything. But I do giveaways. We were doing quite a few there for a while when uniques were actually pretty useful. Bo, most of my rune drops have been in Chaos Sanctuary. Since I started streaming, since I started doing my 1,000 run project on Chaos, I've gotten 2 burrs, 2 jaws, a chom, a vex, an ohm. I think that's it. Pretty quick. And I got a burr rune literally night before, just running pub cow games. I was leveling my paladin, and I got another burr rune. So I've been truly lucky with rune drops. Jacob, the link to Discord's in the description. And I've gotten 2 low runes in random other places, but Chaos has been it. Yeah, like Eric's saying, I mean, we got a lot of guys that are generous with what they find. Like I said, if I can't use it, I'm giving it away. I'm not going to trade anything for it. If I have it and I can't use it, I don't need it. so I give it away. And that was kind of cool. I got a Ellie skiller just while randomly cubing here. Mostly from seal popping. I don't know if that's good enough for low-level dueling. I think that's a little low. I mean, like in your case, Jacob, I've given away, I don't even know how many Titans. I've found like several like in the 196 199 range. At this point, my Zon, I'm only looking for an ethereal Titan, so that's the other ones I just give away. That's too bad, Bo. Are you not playing right now? Oh, you're saying you're playing D2 LOD. Gotcha, gotcha. I mean, our Discord channel has grown. Praetorian, when did we start this? About a month or no? It's been longer than that. It's been a couple months now since we spun up the Discord channel. Praetorian was one of the original people that joined. We got about 500 members now, so it's grown pretty decent. And it's a really active channel. There's always all kind of chatter going on in general. And a lot of the guys that have joined my Discord since I started streaming, I think they could vouch for how friendly and helpful it's been. It's been a pretty cool place to hang out, just in general. All right, so I did roll an LE skiller. That's kind of cool. It was the defensive aura, so bleh. I'm at 95 at this point. Level 95 Sork. This is my gear. I got to run 3-piece Tau, 40 resist Hodo, and like I get lucky with rolls too. Like this Hodo, I rolled. It was the first one I made, and it rolled a 40 resist. It was perfect. Same with the Spirit. I rolled the Spirit way back, and it rolled a 35. I just get lucky with that kind of stuff. Shaco. Trangs for faster cast rate, an FCR ring, a 30 Nagel, and some 42 War Trabs. So, I mean, I don't have, it's not special gear, except for the fact that I found enough runes to actually make my own Infinity, which I thought was pretty cool. Yeah, Jacob, I get that a lot. Yeah, Scholar, it's been cranking, man. Yeah, and we just don't get a lot of the typical drama you see. I think it raised its head maybe once, and we kind of squash things like that, and not that we're like, you know, dictators or anything. It's just there's certain things that just don't need to occur, and I tend to nip that in the bud pretty quick. But for the most part, like the mods, Praetorian and Scholar and them guys, they pretty much deal with it. I'm kind of the marketing wing of the of our Discord at this point. But that's what I'm curious to see, how our Discord's going to go once ladder hits. Because there's going to be guys grouping up to run ladder. I'm going to be solo running, but I mean, we're all going to be kind of, I'll be streaming it, so we're all going to be kind of doing it together. Charles, I don't really need it. I'm at 510 Magic Find right now. Where's that? I always have a hard time finding it. It's on the first page. A 500 magic find, and dude, that's plenty. I like the resist from the Hodo, and I don't like the chance of teleporting from the Oculus. That's got me killed a few times. So, it technically, if you is the Oculus, you get another, what, 80-ish or 70 or 80 magic find. But I don't really care. I don't really need it. I did run an Oculus for a while. What's the map bow? I don't remember. Yeah, Blood Raven. I get that one all the time. Yeah, man, join up. It goes for anybody. If you're not, if you're interested, hit us up on Discord, man. The chat's always lively, and it's a really friendly, helpful group. Yeah, and we actually do have it set up for different platforms. There, of course, there's nowhere near as many console players, but we do have console players. So we set up chats for the different platforms, and we got a few people that that have like PC and console, so they can act as go-betweens to trade from PC to console or in reverse. Because I've given stuff away to people that are on console, because we got people that can kind of act as a go-between. I mean, they're not always on, and you got to time it out a little bit, but they're regular enough that we can get it worked out. I mean, honestly, probably the lowest population as far as platforms is probably, what do you guys think? Probably Switch. There's a decent amount of Xbox, PlayStation players. And I know, well, actually, I think Vine has Switch and PC, so we even have somebody that can technically, I mean, again, they're not always there, but can transfer stuff for trading purposes from PC to Switch. And our community is always growing. We always have a lot of people joining up. Again, our Discord's only been up a month and a half, 2 months now, and we're up to 500 members. Eric, we're not done yet. It could happen. I have not found a single griffin. That's the one that's eluded me the most. Scott, oh, you talking about my PC? I forget which one it was. It hadn't been but a couple months since I got mine. Yeah, I mean, there's a handful of people playing on Switch. There's not that many. I mean, of course, I mean, you know, this D2 originally started as a PC game to begin with. So, I mean, a lot of the players are returning players from the original game. So, of course, they're probably more than likely going to be on PC. So that's always going to be probably the highest population of players. Yeah, I need a Griffs to finish this character out. Yeah, I saw it at the last second. What is it that you're looking for on the tiaras? It's socketed. What's the mod everybody's looking for on those tiaras? I don't remember. You know, I'm surprised I haven't gotten myself killed while reading chat. It's come close a couple times. Is it faster run walk? Okay. I know though. I always forget to look at those. Every once in a while, I remember pick one up and ID it. See, I don't know why I even look at these, but I think they're just cool. It's about time for something really rare to drop, though. Haven't gotten that in a while. Haven't gotten anything in a while.
Death can save you from me.
That was a bad pop. You should be able to shift click to ID stuff. I think that's in Project Diablo. I think it's in one of the modded games that you could just shift click to ID. That's actually a nice little quality of life change that they can do with. Wow, this is a very low pop map. Has anybody actually seen a 4015? That was like the second most duped item back in LOD, or old original game. Behind the SOJs, of course. Well, no, I take that back. It probably went SOJs, 32020s, and then like the 4015s.
Not even death can save you from me.
Hanzo, no. Yeah, Bale, Diablo, and Neolothok Grand Charms, you can just re-roll them over and over and over till you get whatever you want. Might take a bunch of gems, but you could re-roll those three. Tal armor's not a bad drop, though. There's no cap to re-rolling them, though. You can keep re-rolling them over and over and over. There's a Scourge. It was almost there. No, I've never seen one either. Not. I take that back. I think if you guys ever watch Cooley's videos, he does one in a series. He's got like a trophy room in his Discord, and I think one of his guys posted a 4015, or it might have been like a 3915. It was like really close. And if you think about it, the ones that were duped, they had to drop before they could get duped, so Somebody found one back in the day. I mean, there's a lot of super rare stuff. Way rarer than like rune drops or anything. Towel belt, that's about the best we've done today. Instead of 15. 11. Get out of here. Wait, I might as well, right? I'm gonna put that right now. Hold on, I'm gonna finish this run. I'm gonna put that right now. Yeah, I might test that theory out. Get like a, if I could ever get like a blue monarch to drop off a Bale or Neelathok or something. Re-roll it. If you're gonna get it, might as well go for the highest eye level one, right? Jacob, you might be right. I didn't think about that with the sockets. Yeah, you might be right. Oh, so Scholar, you've been trying it? Hold on. I need to change this real quick. There we go. We were talking about that Larzik thing on the. Would you get the 4 sockets, Larzicking a blue monarch? Seems like we were talking about it before, and you wouldn't get the 4 sockets from that. All right, Wade, catch you, man. One to two. That's what I thought. Because I actually found a Monarch of Deflection, and I was asking that, and it turned out that you can't get the 4 with the quest. Because I was kind of excited there for a little bit, because I found the mod. I didn't find the J mod. I found the mod, though, out in the wild. But I couldn't remember what sockets you get with the blue items. So unfortunately, I was halfway there. I didn't get the jeweler's part. It's kind of a cool find, though. Because, I mean, I know the rarity of it. And just to find one that said of deflection on it was pretty cool. Or of deflecting, or whatever it is. What did I ID that? I have actually found one 5 NATO rare. I still got it. I got a +2 druid with 3 NATO on it. I think the other stats were okay. I don't think it was a great helm, but I actually have found a 5 NATO rare. Actually, and I think it had like one socket in it, maybe.
Not even death can save you from me.
See you, Charles. Yeah, I need a little mojo back from you guys. Bob's calling it. Oh, unique ring. Take care, Eric. Yeah, I probably won't be on in an hour, but I'll be on again tomorrow. Alright. We need a BK. There's the obligatory manhold. I don't remember where that dropped. It was a long time. It was like within the first 2 weeks of D2R dropping. I found it way early. It might have just been like on a Mephisto run or something. I don't remember. But yeah, I thought it was a pretty neat drop, so I hung on to it. I'll show it to you after this run. We'll take a look. I don't remember how good it was. I just remember it being 5 NATO. Yeah, it was way early on. It was kind of a surprising drop. And honestly, if I was trading, that would have probably been worth. Even though it wasn't, it was an okay one. I think just the fact it was one of the early 5 NATO helms, I probably could have gotten something for it if I was actually doing any trading. I don't normally play druids, but I know that's a sought after thing. I always look at the druid pelts. So I thought that was pretty cool when that dropped. Look, the rare L rune. That is not, however, a Vex. That was the original plan, was that I would eventually make an Ellie Druid. Gotta be honest, that Ellie Ellie skillers, I probably got enough to fill up a tune. I think I got 9 of them. That's one of my more common skillers. I did that slow. 4 NATO, 5 Hurricane. That's a nasty helmet, dude. That thing's probably worth a fortune.
Not even death can save you from me.
I slow clicked that pop. I probably didn't get that many down the main tunnel. Yeah, I missed those at the beginning. Oh, there's a drop. Got the Haws. Ethereal? Nope, not ethereal. What we get? I've had really good rolls on these, so I have a feeling I'm going to get a bad one finally. So, on the Hawses, my first one was ethereal. My second one, the next 3 I've gotten were non-ethereal. I got a 199, a 200, and a 196. So I feel like this one has to be bad. Yeah, give me some guesses. I think this one has to be bad. I can't. I mean, honestly, outside of the ethereal, I think the ethereal rolled midway, like around 180ish. So I feel like this can't be over 190. All 3 of mine have been over 190. So this got to roll low. Here we go. Alright, I didn't look at it. I think this is going. What's the bottom on it? 150 the bottom? I think this is going to be really low, like horribly bad. Yeah, Arsenal's more in the area. Here we go. 158. I told you, knew that was going to be horrible. Called it. Yeah, I didn't. There's no choice but for this one to be bad. I've had too many good rolls on these things. I don't. It don't matter. I mean, I'm not going to do anything with it. My pally right now is rocking a 200. I gave a 196 away the other day. So, if anybody still wants it, hit me up on Discord after the stream's over. Need to make some space. I'm not going to keep it. I'll give it away. Yeah. But I mean, I couldn't keep that streak up. I mean, that 199, 200, 196 were the last 3. There's no way to keep that streak up. Yeah, we're gonna put. let's see. Low Haas. I'm honestly, it doesn't disappoint me. Yeah, it's still useful. It's still on the actual stats of a Haas. The defense is down towards the bottom. I mean, you'd rather have a good one, but the other stats what makes the Haas good. Yeah, no, exactly. Haas is still a Haas. It's still an all-around great shield. It was kind of funny that the very first one I ever got was actually ethereal. Yeah, Josh, that's one of them things, man. Some people like that's my fifth one. I mean, it's not super common, but I've had plenty of them. And then like some people, like you're saying, like yourself, just don't ever see that thing drop. I got one of them off of Andariel. So I guarantee you, if that was your first Haas on ladder, and you were playing a Pally, you'd be all over it. 158 or not.
Not even death can save you from me.
I would happily put that on my Paladin if that was the first Haas I found. Really, Scholar? That's kind of funny. Exactly. A Haas is better than no Haas. And just for the record, I'll be playing the same way on ladder. I'm not going to be trading. If I get duplicates and stuff that I can't use, I will be giving them away. But I'll be playing self-found again on ladder. I didn't realize what time it was. Alright, we're going to do 2 more runs. This being the first one. So technically 1 more run after this. I didn't realize it was getting this late.
I can't carry anymore.
Seems a little bit of color on the map, but nothing, nothing good tonight. Yeah, exactly, Jeff. If you're not where, if you're needing a Viper, I mean, which is a fairly common drop, but if you don't have that first one and it drops, you're definitely slapping that bad boy on, even if it's low resist. I rocked a Viper for a long time. Alright, one more run. Yeah, Keith, I do. I do mainly offline for video content, which I'm wrapping up my 1,000 Chaos Run project, and I'm not using any of the content from the streams, so I'm doing separate runs for the video. Yeah, Bo, on BattleNet. NA servers. Pair of Frosties. Come on, Infector. Give me something. Nope. Alright, here we go. That was kind of slow. Alright, it's up to Diablo. Nope, nothing. Alright guys, I'm gonna call it there. Hit the like before you leave. Yeah, I would appreciate it. Again, I got membership available if you're interested in that. Got some cool emojis there that you can use in chat. Link to the Discord's in the description. Always try and join us there. Great group of people, and I don't think you'll regret it. I will be streaming again tomorrow, and I'm going to try and put up a schedule so you guys could just see that if you're interested in following along. But tomorrow will be an afternoon stream. So we'll call it there. You guys have a good one. Keep on farming.